Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Michael's Corner. I'm sitting by with the system and Macauly Rose. Finally got Macauly Rose on here. So, how you guys are doing tonight?
I'm excited, Michael. It's a pleasure to be back on Michael's wrestling channel, and I believe
Michael's Corner.
Michael's Corner on Michael's wrestling channel.
And I believe this is your second time on here.
This is my second time. I'm honored to be back. How I'm doing? I'm a little beat up. I'm not gonna lie, a little beat up. Tough battle royal. Didn't win, but it was a good show.
Yeah. So I know we talked about this before. How do you guys like Midwest All Star Wrestling?
Oh wow. Honestly, I love it. I feel like it's kind of the land of opportunity if you were a Midwest wrestler.
She's lying. She's got a lot to prove. She's got that chip on her shoulder. She wants to be MAW Women's Champion. Idiots are alive. She's a liar.
Yeah, and what I like about MAW is I like the atmosphere of they just did a two ring two ring show for the first time, I believe. Um, Eli and David and Brian worked really hard to set this all up. So we gotta give credit to them because without them and the sponsors, we gotta thank the sponsors as well because without them, I don't think this could have happened. And I really enjoy myself.
I agree, Michael, and I think that's what separates MAW from a lot of the local places right now is just their ability to uh, create a great relationship with the sponsor, give exactly what the sponsor wants. You know, it's ultimately their money coming in, flowing in through the product, and so giving them the specific superstar they want to see, the specific scenario they want to see, and having that relationship. I know Dave is really great with that. Eli and Brian are really great with that, and with the talent as well.
I didn't push record.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's still going.
Quit swerving us, MEP. Why you swerving us? Why are you swerving us, MEP?
No, it's still recording.
You think this is funny, MEP? You think this is funny? But no, this is but no, MAW is great, and I feel like that's a big competitive advantage for them. Also exactly what you said tonight, having like a two ring setup, for a smaller independent wrestling company in Minnesota, that's a lot of work. And, they're willing to put in that work, and they have a community around them now that's willing to kind of give them the backbone to make it work. Mm-hmm. And so, they're doing a lot of things that not a lot of other people are doing right now from an independent thing. And, who knows, maybe we shouldn't be comparing them to an independent product. Maybe we should be comparing them to the spots that are a little like a step ahead. They kind of got their own tier on YouTube now of content. Your content's still free. You can still watch Macauly Rose in the System on Michael's wrestling channel for free.
The interviews are awesome. Honestly, like when you're on Michael's Corner, like you're probably going to get some of the best questions that you've ever actually had. Like I always feel like you never ask the basics. You always get deep with your people. You always get the answers that like people are actually looking for. And I like that about your channel, So like I'm always honored to be here. I'm always honored to be talking to you because I always feel like you're just so genuine, so I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I want you guys' input on this because I have been seeing her like some of the fans, they think they're part of the show, but there's a line, if you jump over that barricade, or try to get involved, then you cross that line. And I just want your input on, on that aspect, the respect, these wrestlers need to show you guys respect. If they jump in that ring and trying to get involved, then you're asking for a different kind of trouble.
Yeah.
I say what we do is definitely a double-edged sword. You got to be really sharp on one end of, you can't look like just any Joe Schmo. You gotta have bring something to the table, and pro wrestling, we're presenting a fight, so you got to be able to, if when you get punched in the face, you got to be able to fight. You have to be able to defend yourself, and you got to be able to do that in a very real setting, because this is the Wild West in independent wrestling. You will run into that, but I'd say there's two sides of it, because unfortunately you have to have that in pro wrestling. There's a very sharp side on the other end too, where we're entertainers, and the top people in what we do, they're professionals, and they can bring in acting, they can bring in safety. The first thing every star that Ken has ever brought into the academy to do seminars, there's rules to this. The number one rule is always safety. So that's the other fine edge tip of the sword. So you just got to be ready for chaos. Sometimes a fan gets too rowdy, and you got to humble them. Mm-hmm. But you've been pretty humble this entire time, MEP. So thankfully we ain't got to throw hands yet.
Yeah. Yeah. So
or else I'm gonna have to sick Macauly on you.
I guess my aspect of it is we're here to put on a show. We're here to entertain you. And like, we don't want to hurt anybody that's in the crowd that's a fan. And if you feel as if you want to jump up and try it for yourself, I feel like there is always a place and a time for that. Maybe after the show, see if you can take them in the parking lot. But during the show, we have to keep ourselves safe. And if somebody has to put you in a headlock or put you down, you got to be put down. It's like, first things first is safety. Like, we want to keep everybody safe. Everything we do, we try to do it with the absolute idea that you are going to be okay in the end. And we want to keep you guys safe. So it wouldn't be honestly, it wouldn't be smart to get in the ring with a Kingpin or a Joey Avalon, because you're going to end up on your back. You see Joey, it's like you might end up with a shovel to the face, and it's no joke, the shovel isn't rigged. So stay in your seat. That's all I'll say. Stay in your seat, enjoy the show.
and like I said on the previous episode of Michael's Corner, which that's gonna premiere this Thursday, just stay in your lane. I told this to Red Lightning, just stay in your lane. Just sit down in your seat, respect the wrestlers, and don't put your hands on the wrestlers, and wrestlers, don't put your hands on the fans. That's that rule and whatnot. And
I'm not supposed to be punching fans?
No.
Oh.
But for those of you guys, why I'm wearing blue, April is Autism Awareness Month. That's the reason why I'm wearing blue, because I have autism. I know a couple of wrestlers that has autism. Kyle Pro is one of them. Yeah. Oh, I give him shit all the time. Yeah, he is. So I'll be wearing blue, throughout the month of April.
You got a blue background too. Got a blue background, and you got a blue microphone too.
And I got this. So you gotta come prepared, So my final question to you guys is, Macauly, I'm gonna start with you first. What is your goal in MAW?
My goal in MAW is to make an impact. I would like to, obviously everyone wants to compete for a championship, but for me, I just want to compete against the best. Championships come with the idea that you can beat the best. And once you're able to beat the best, then they'll come from me. But I just want some challenges. I want people to take me seriously, and I would like to take myself seriously as well.
Okay. System, what is your goal? I know your goal is to get back at the MAW championship.
That's right. And there's going to be a bunch of loopholes that the system is going to have to fandangle himself through here. I do got a show coming up. I believe it's 26th of April. That we're back in Bloomington. That's going to be against Garrison Creed. Garrison Creed busted my nose open with a ladder.
He busted your nose open?
Straight open.
Are you kidding me right now?
Nah, we got the pictures of MEP. We got the pictures, but you're going to see a lot of comeuppance. April 26th in the Bloomington Event Center, Midwest All-Star Wrestling. It'll be the System versus Garrison Creed for the MAW Warriors title. And best believe the system's coming home with that. But of course, I do be telling everybody, the system wants to become the first ever two-time MAW champion. And, it hurts to lose to JDX tonight in that 50-man two-ring battle royal. He's a former MAW champion, so he's one step closer to that. Don't call the system a certified hater or anything, but I hope he loses because I would like to be the first ever two-time champion.
Oh, did you hear that, Garrison Creed? Yeah. You better hold that title nice and warm for the system because you're not going to have it for very much longer. And that's saying something. So, yeah, I would love to see you go after that women's championship.
I would love to as well. We just actually crowned a new women's champion in Natalia Markova. I'm actually extremely proud of her. The match was a really great match. Sierra is definitely no slouch, and she's not somebody that you should take lightly. And as a person that's faced Sierra, it's like I would love to face Sierra again. I've never faced Natalia, but I would love to as well. So once again, congratulations to the both of them for putting on an amazing show and showing why women's wrestling should be respected.
Yeah, and here's a lot of thing. Here's a lot of thing about that. Because there's a lot of naysayers that don't respect women's wrestling. Let me tell you something. These women work twice as hard, maybe 3 times as harder than the guys do. And if you're gonna sit up here and call them names or slander them in any way, shape, or form, you better best believe. You better be lucky if I'm at that show and if I catch anybody disrespecting women's wrestling, we're gonna kick you out because there is no place for for that kind of disrespect.
I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. I appreciate that a lot, Michael. I appreciate sticking up for us. It's humbling.
Yep. Sometimes, in the business, I gotta be humble and I gotta tell these people, you respect women's wrestling, respect the process, respect the work, and if you do that, then great. But if you disrespect a female, calling them names and telling them that they, don't belong here, you better best believe. If I catch you saying those things, I'm gonna make sure you guys get escorted out because women's wrestling should be respected, and no matter what.
Yeah. These women work hard. These women work hard. I know we're used to saying our favorites, our Triple H's, our Shawn Michaels, our John Cena's, our Roman Reigns, but it's these women work hard. They work extremely hard. I've seen women stressing out in the back just to come up with something just to entertain you guys. Like what we do is no different than what the men do. We just so happen to do it way prettier.
Yeah.
Maybe not with the system because he's a very pretty man. But we just so happen to do it with a little bit more flair. But at the end of the day, these are athletes and they should not be taken lightly. And like Michael said, there is no room for disrespect when it comes to that unless they're a heel.
Yeah, unless
keep that respectful as well, because you don't say something to somebody that you wouldn't want them to say back to you. Because if you say something to me that I don't like, I just might say something back. So I'm just saying, don't cross that boundary. Just like Michael said before, keep the barrier strong between yourself and the product that you're watching.
Yes, and I just want to put that out there because you guys know. Be humble and and I can be outspoken as well.
You guys sometimes you can be Michael mode.
Yes, I could be Michael mode at these wrestling shows, but I gotta keep it PG, because except for Michael's Corner, then it's PG-13.
Exactly.
So thank you so much for taking the time to do this with me because this is like I want to test this out and see if it works. And
Michael, before we go, can I get a quick plug in?
yeah,
All right, so Mitch Paradise recently be coming out with these little mini mohawks for all the kids. You seen those at all? Like little Mitch Paradise, little mini mohawks he gives the kids and stuff.
oh, I didn't see that.
Nah, well, see, he's got those. He was telling me backstage that they're selling like hotcakes. So I had to go and get me some system hair for all the kids, for all the kiddies out there that want to dress up the system. Would you like one, Michael? You want to try it on?
No,
Are you sure? You look great. In it.
positive. No.
Look at you. Look great in it. Look at. I'm sure. Like, look at
I'll be
that.
fine without it.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
All right, we'll
I
find a
think
kid.
people just gonna like me for who I am.
Hold
I
it,
agree.
put it over. Like that. This is
I agree.
exactly
Yeah.
like the system's hair.
But I'm honored to be able to test this out with you. Honestly, like I'm happy to like get back to talking with you, and I haven't really gotten a chance to sit down and talk. So I'm hoping that this works out.
Yeah, and yep, and I'll let you guys know of this. Yeah, I'll let you know if this works out and whatnot. Um, so where can people follow you on social media?
Well, you can follow me on Instagram at Macauly X Rose. I usually follow back. If I don't follow you back, I'm so sorry, but don't DM me.
Yeah, please don't DM her.
Yeah, I'm bad at responding to my DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah, business inquiries. You can DM me at the system_official on Instagram, /the system official, facebook.com/the system official, all one word, for Facebook. And I am at the system official for TikTok, and I am also at Notorious System on X. And those are the big four right now.
And final, you can follow me on social media. Facebook, Michael's Corner. X will be at Michael Pam. YouTube will be Michael's Wrestling Channel. Thank you. So those are my plugins. Okay, well, you guys have a great evening, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace. Mm.